And there we are, gentlemen. One wasabi engine removed. Actually, it's not a wasabi. I got to stop calling it that because there's an actual car out there called the wasabi or something like that. It's a crazy high horsepower Saab, which is sick. But there is one engine hanging from the hoist. We're going to get this flywheel mounted. Try and just rest it down onto the little dolly, just so it's not flying. I really dislike leaving things flying. Comes from my construction background. So anyway, gentlemen, I'm gonna get to work. All I'm doing is just popping a flywheel on here. In fact, I'll grab it right now. I am running out. I have about 5 minutes left on this cod. So basically all we're gonna do is pop that right there. Put the 6 or 8 bolts in, whatever it is. 2, 4, 6, 8 bolts. We'll put the 8 bolts in, get them torqued down. And then we'll just set the engine down on its little stand for the night. Let it rest, finish cleaning up in here. And then we'll get the car in here. Maybe we might get the car in here tonight. We'll see. It's early yet. It's only about 6 or 7. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get that flywheel on there. And I'll talk to you later, gentlemen. Not bolted in yet, but it is sitting there, gentlemen. I know which way it goes flat face wise, because if you see, there's these little squares on here on each hole, and that tells me that the torque converter feet were sitting there. I don't know what this extra hole is here for the bolt pattern. There's not a pin or anything that goes in there, so I'll take a look at the torque converter out there and make sure there's nothing on there, but all I saw was like a knob in the middle, and that's it. So, and that'll pop in there, and then I can get to my bolts to bolt it in this way towards us through the starter hole once I get the engine bolted to the transmission. So, but it's sitting on the little thing. Not all the weight is on it, but not all the weight is on the hoist either. So that's kind of the way I wanted it. I might lower it down just a touch more, just to get it's floating a little much, so I'll probably lower it down a little more. Anyway, guys. Alright, gentlemen, well, we got her close, but as you can see up there, the crane has a little bit too much length on her, so I'm going to get something to set the engine on, shorten all those chains, and I'll be right back with you. Gentlemen, there we go, with a little bit of chain work, a little help from a helper. Got it hanging in there. We'll get it pushed in a little more. Let's see what we do here. It's just bumping into the hood. So what we're going to do is lower it down a little, like that much. Push it in more. Anyway, I'll come back to you guys when it's close. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, gentlemen, wherever you are on the seas and on this rock. Captain Pizzazz here. Well, I lost a little bit of footage getting the engine into the car. I had to remove the flywheel that we put on so the engine would slide in, and getting it lined up was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but got it in there, got it bolted to the transmission, got the torque converter bolted to the flywheel, or got the flywheel bolted to the engine once it was in, the engine was in a little bit, because that nub in the middle of the the torque converter was giving us trouble. So I had to lower it in, kind of past that, or the engine, get it in there, and then I had to bolt the flywheel on with the engine down in there, and then once that was, I bolted the engine to the transmission. And then once that was done, I bolted the torque converter through the starter hole to the flywheel plate. So I don't know where the footage went. I had footage of it, but I don't know. You know, I've worked long hours on the car, so who knows? Maybe I didn't press the button on the damn camera or something. I don't know. Whatever. But I give you as much footage as I can. Let me see if I can, I don't know, the brightness, it keeps going in and out because the computer doesn't know where to focus. Let me tilt it down just a touch. Maybe that'll help. Tilt it this way a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Who knows? Who cares? But, anyway, guys, I'm going to go and update some more video. Or upload, fix it, whatever. You know, all that good stuff. There's a little more work coming up. I'm not going to bore you with bolting a bunch of shit onto the engine. I can tell you that right now. If you're a Saab person and you need any information about how to bolt things onto the engine, where they go, torque specs, whatever, send me a message. You know, message underneath one of the videos, or I don't know if I have my email set up. I'll check and make sure. If I don't, I'll set it up. So then you guys can send me a message if you have any questions about your engines on your Saabs. I used to have 900s as well, but it's been many years since I had a Saab 900. I could probably answer some questions on those, but I forget what the engine looks like on those damn things, even. That's how long it's been. But if you have a 9.3 or 9.5 between the years of 1999 and 2003, I believe is what the 9.3 goes up to. If you have any cars between those years, I've probably taken apart almost the whole car and put it all back together at one time or another. So just give me a call, or not a call, but give me a message and let me know what's going on. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can't. But we'll see. Yeah, just talk about it. So just trying to help you guys out. And if you're digging the videos, please like, subscribe. If you need to know somebody, please share. All that good jazz. So anyway, gentlemen, stay safe out there, and as always, car love.